welcome to another episode of Cooking with John. I'm John and this is my cooking show. I've got a fantastic video for you today, a nice easy breakfast recipe. We're going to be making sausage breakfast burritos, and they are one of my favorite things to make. I really enjoy eating them. I thought I'd do a few breakfast cooking videos coming up. Next week will be Eggs Benedict, which is one of my favorite things to not only eat but also make. Nikki really enjoys it. It's a very simple recipe. But let's jump right in today's video. Sausage egg breakfast burrito. A few of the things that you're gonna need to make this recipe is sausage. I have Johnsonville, Vermont maple breakfast sausage. It's very good. We have eggs, a little bit of onion, of course, tortillas. You can use flour or corn. I prefer flour. A little bit of jalapeno to add a little spice to the burrito, and a little bit of cheese to top it off, plus garlic powder, salt, pepper, and Pam to cook the eggs. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is start cooking our sausage, because that will take the longest amount of time. I like to do 2 sausages per burrito, so I'll be making 2 burritos today and using 4 sausages. And I'm going to put those in a small frying pan, and I'm going to cook them on a low to medium heat for about 15 to 20 minutes. The slower you cook sausage, the better it tastes, in my opinion. So I like to take my time, sizzle it up. That'll take the longest part of cooking the burrito. The next thing that we're going to want to do is chop up our jalapeno and our onion. It's up to you how much jalapeno you want to use. I'm using half of a jalapeno. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it into smaller chunks. You can really do it any way that you want to. You can use full jalapeno slices, or you can chop it up like I am. I'm going to set that aside. We're going to go ahead and we're going to cut up a little bit of onion. Again, you can use as much or as little onion as you want. I'm just going to use 1/2 of a half of an onion, and we're going to take the outer layer of the skin off. And we're just going to go ahead and chop that up into little pieces. And we'll just take our onion and our jalapeno and we'll set them aside in a bowl. Next up, we're going to scramble our eggs. Oops, luckily I didn't get any eggshells in there. I'm going to go ahead and use 3 eggs. 1.5 eggs is the perfect amount for the size of tortilla we have. We're going to go ahead and just mix these up. And then you just want to whip these up with either a fork, a whisk. You can use an egg beater. There's a lot of different options. The more you beat them, the more air you get into the eggs, and the fluffier they're going to be when you cook them. Our sausages have been on for, I don't know, 5-6 minutes, and you can see one side is already nice and cooked, and you kind of want to roll them around. I like to shake the pan a little bit. Just keep moving them around, cooking them, moving them around, and cooking them, and they should be done shortly. At this point, you can do one of 2 things. You can take your jalapeno and onion and add it directly into the eggs and cook it all at once, or you can do what I'm going to do and add this to the pan, fry it up a little bit. That'll just kind of cook the onion or cook the jalapeno, and then you can add the eggs to the onion and jalapeno, and I'll do that when the sausage is done. The next step is to take the sausages off, put them on a plate with a paper towel, get all that grease off. I'm actually going to do my onions and my jalapenos in the same pan that I'm cooking my sausage in. That sausage grease is just a great way to fry up the onion and the jalapeno. So the sausage is off, and now we're just going to add our onion and our jalapeno to the pan and cook that for just a couple minutes. And we'll take it all out, wipe the grease out, and we'll cook the egg in the same pan. And when the jalapeno and the onion are frying quick, we're just going to take our sausages and cut them up into small little pieces, and then we'll use that in the burrito for the meat. Okay, so we've wiped out the pan. What we're going to do is just spray a little Pam in there real quick. We're going to add our eggs right to the pan like this. A little salt, a little pepper, a little garlic powder. We'll go ahead and add the onions and the jalapenos right into that mix, just like that. And we're going to use about 1/2 cup of shredded cheddar cheese. Just go ahead, we'll add that right to the mix, and we'll mix all that up, let it cook, and it'll be delicious. And you want to let the bottom layer of the eggs cook a little bit, and then you just want to continually kind of fold it up over itself so the rest of the liquid egg can cook, and it'll be done pretty quick. This stuff cooks really fast. And while our eggs are cooking, we're going to take 2 tortillas, put them in the pan. I like to do 2 at a time because you can flip them over, then you can flip them. And you're going to want to kind of stir them around like this while they're on the heat, and that's going to warm up the tortilla, and then let me tell you what, it adds a lot of flavor to the tortilla and makes it taste really good. The eggs are done cooking. Took them off the heat and set them to the side there, and I'm warming up my tortillas, and they are coming along real good. One thing you can do is just kind of swish your tortilla around the pan by hand like this, and that'll let the tortilla absorb the heat of the pan. Okay, now that we've got our tortillas warmed up, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna add the sausage to the tortilla first, a little bit on either side. Then we're gonna go ahead and add our eggs. Just like that. You can serve your breakfast burritos with anything you want. Salsa, ketchup, sour cream. There's a lot of different options. Whatever people like on them, it's gonna taste pretty good. I like salsa, so I'm adding a little bit of hot picante to it, and it's gonna taste delicious. All right, go ahead and try them out. That's absolutely delicious. So good. Such an easy, simple recipe to do. Few ingredients. And let me tell you what, everybody loves breakfast burritos. So I'm gonna go ahead, finish these off, enjoy my breakfast. Thanks for watching, guys. I really, really appreciate you supporting the channel. It's going better than I could have ever expected, and that's because of you guys. So like I said, I really, really appreciate you watching. Share this video with your friends, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you next week with more cooking from me, John.